What's going on, y'all, man? Happy New Year. This is your boy Scott here at Bob Chess Scott on all social media platforms, man. It is 2025. We are living in the year that you used to simulate to on NBA 2K and NBA Live and on Madden, people. I am here, man, just for a quick video to give y'all my picks for this week 18, the final week in the NFL season. Where did this time go, man? It feels like we were just up here doing the season preview episode of the pod of the show, getting ready for all our predictions, which we will be bringing back on Monday to see how many of those I got right. And of course, if you want the freezing take special, go back and watch the I'm Not Gonna Hold You Chicago Bears preview special that we did back in August. I'm pretty sure we got everything wrong on that motherfucker. But not gonna keep y'all on today, man. I'm not gonna hold you. We're supposed to come back as I'm recording this. I'm recording this on Friday the 3rd. You'll be watching this on Saturday the 4th. I was supposed to do the show today, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got caught in the holidays laziness. I've been sitting here, only thing I've been doing, chilling, trying to get back in the gym, trying to, lose some weight. Besides that, I've been chilling, drinking water, and watching TV. You know what I'm saying? I did not feel like recording anything. So that's pretty much what happens. I gave the crew a couple extra days off, but we will be back on Monday. Me, Bang, Courtney, Mikey. Dante is going to be missing Mondays for the next couple months. We got a replacement for him. So we'll explain all that on Monday, man. But of course, man, let's just get into these final games for the weekend. Final weekend in the NFL regular season, man. Week 18. It kicks off today, which you'll be watching. This will be Saturday with a doubleheader. A doubleheader on the ASP on ABC, ESPN networks. We got some AFC North matchups here. A lot of stuff on the line. We're gonna start off with Ravens and Browns, which will be in Baltimore. The Ravens, very quick scenario for them. They win and they win the AFC North after the Steelers held it for majority of the season. Now they did lose to the Cleveland Browns early in the season. Jameis Winston threw for three touchdowns in a very high scoring effort, but fortunately for them, there's no Jameis Winston playing. Jameis Winston got benched, and he will be playing for DTR. We'll be playing for them. He will be a quarterback. He is, I hate to say it, he's terrible. I don't think they have much to worry about. This offense has been playing extremely well over these last couple weeks, and the defense has been playing extremely well too, looking like a real championship defense, which has been their Achilles heel all season. Looks like they're finally getting together. I think the Ravens are going to win this one. I think the Ravens are going to win this one of these. The Browns hold nothing for them this week, and I think this is going to be a good way for Lamar to really say, hold up on the Josh Allen talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be MVP for a third time. With the numbers he's put up, his numbers are better than Josh Allen. I think the thing that if we're just looking off the records and stuff like that, that matters, not the narrative. And I know I saw a lot of people we're talking about narrative doesn't matter. My brother was one of them. I'll have a little more conversation that on Monday, what my opinion is on that. But when the Ravens coming back and win this AFC North really, really helps him out a lot in his MVP chase. So I'm going to go with the Ravens in this one, and they will be the AFC North champions once again. Let's go to the nightcap. Pittsburgh Steelers at home going against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, if the Ravens win, like I predicted them to win, the Steelers can't win the AFC North, but they can win to avoid playing the Ravens in the first round. They still got positioning. You don't want to drop to the 6th seed where the Chargers are right now, and then you have to play the Ravens in the first round on the road. So I think they want to win this one and keep that 5th seed and play whoever comes out and play the Houston Texans, who won the AFC South, which is a much better matchup for them. Cincinnati, everything's on the line. They lose, they're out. Now, if they win, they still need some help. They're going to need Denver to lose their matchup this week, and they're also going to need Miami to lose their matchup to be able to get that 7th and final wild card. Tall task for them. I think that the Bengals run comes to an end here today. The Pittsburgh Steelers have lost like 3 in a row. I think Mike Tomlin's going to get the boys ready. The Steelers just ran into a tough schedule, man, having to play the Ravens, then having to play the Kansas City Chiefs, who are getting back in the form as well. By the way, we'll get into the Chiefs just a minute. I got something to say about that. But the Steelers, I believe they get this one. I don't even think it goes on a Sunday for the Bengals. I think the Bengals run out of steam for this one. And we'll see what's going to happen with the head coach thing. I don't think, that Zach Taylor get fired. But there's always that one surprise firing heading into Black Monday. Why is it called Black Monday, by the way? They should call that shit White Monday. Shouldn't be called Black Monday. I never understood that. But I think Bengals lose this one, man. So let's get to the Sunday games. Now, I will unfortunately be at the game. Let me stop saying unfortunately. I'll be saying unfortunately. I am blessed to cover my favorite team, no matter how stinky they are. But I will be in Lambeau Field for the final game of the season, Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers. Now, there's not much for the Packers to be playing for. I mean, it's still positioning. If they win this one, they hold on to the 5th seed. I mean, if they win this, they can move back up to the 5th seed. And then that would drop Washington back down to the 6th seed. But I don't know if you want to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers if they win that too. So it's not really like a favorable matchup for them, but you want to get the best seed possible, period. And then outside of that, it's a rivalry game. Now I understand that rivalry only matters to Bears fans, Packers fans, Bears players, and Packers players. Nobody else outside that really cares. But you had Matt LaFleur coming out saying, we're playing all starters. It's a rivalry game. You got Jalen Johnson on the radio talking about fuck them. This will be Caleb Williams' first trip to Lambeau Field, or first of many. The first game at Soldier Field was a very close game. Bears should have won that one. Blocked field goal, gave Green Bay the win. Look, like our man Herb Howard said on this show a year and a half ago, I'm not picking the Bears against the Packers till they win a couple in a row. And I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't even think it's gonna be a close game. I think the Bears are gonna get shellacked. Green Bay lost a game to the Vikings last week. And what's the better get right game getting into the playoffs than to play the Chicago Bears? I'm just watching this for one reason only. I just want Caleb to get at least a couple touchdowns to boost that season touchdown tally to 2021. That would be nice. But I got the Packers winning this one with ease, man. Titans, Texans, there's nothing here for either team to play in this one. But I think Texans will win this one. Falcons, Panthers, a lot on the line here. The Falcons need a dub to win this, to win the NFC South. If they win and Tampa loses to the Saints, then they will be the NFC South champions and have a home game. We'll see what Michael Penix does against the Panthers. I don't like what I've seen from the Falcons, man, the second half of the season. I think that Penix did okay. I'm just not a big Penix guy. I never really have been. I'm not going to say he's trash. The man has played 2 games. We don't know what he's going to end up being. He's a rookie. You got to give him grace. But I like how the Panthers been playing lately. Now, Chuba's going to be out, which is not good for them. But I as bad as the Falcons been playing, they got a lot on the line. I'm going with the Falcons on this one. I don't think it's going to matter, though. And the reason it's not going to matter because I think the Buccaneers are going to beat the Saints. I think the Buccaneers are going to beat the Saints. This is the team I would not want to play in the playoffs. If I'm one of those wild card teams, I would not want to play Baker Mayfield and those Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Liam Cohen has got that offense humming. Baker is bringing real gunslinger football back to free. He got 39 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. To me, 15 is a sweet spot if you're a gunslinger. If you can keep it in a 15 and down, you're good. If you throwing more than 15 picks, you're doing too much. But guessing he doesn't throw any picks here, I think he'll stay that ratio. But I got the Buccaneers beating the Saints, and the Buccaneers will be the NFC South champions. Bills, Patriots is nothing to play here. The Bills are locked in into that second seed. The Patriots are locked in into the draft. But the Patriots might want to lose this one. They're gonna, as of right now, they have the number 1 draft pick. You want to stay at the number 1 draft pick. Now they already have their franchise quarterback in Drake May, so they're not going to go out there and try to draft a Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward. But you can sell that pick to the highest bidder for any of these QB needy teams. See what the Bears got for their haul a couple years ago. I think the Patriots can do the same thing, or unless they said, forget all that, we're just going to take Travis Hunter number 1. But they've got a lot of holes in that team. So that's why I don't think they'll do it. If I were them, I would lose this game. I'm pretty sure the Bills are going to be playing their backups. So we backups versus the Patriots. I don't know if they're going to sit Drake May for the final game, but I'm going to say that Mitchell Trubisky can at least get you a win against this Patriots team. I think the Bills are going to win this one. The Patriots are going to be locked in to that first overall draft pick, and they will get a haul for that number 1 pick. Jaguars, Colts, nasty game. We already know Trevor Lawrence has been out for the season. Anthony Richardson will miss this game, so it will be Joe Flacco. The Colts, they have a chance to get into playoffs mathematically, but so many different things have to happen. I'm not even going to name no scenarios because let's be real. But I do think the Colts are going to win this game. And then, all attention shifts to the Jaguars, man. There's some rumors, whether they're true or not. We'll talk about the validity of these rumors on the show on Monday. About me and Big Johnson might be going there. So we'll hear about that. But I'm going to go with the Colts. Cowboys, Commanders. The Cowboys got a lot riding on the offseason too. What's going to be out? They're going to bring Mike McCarthy back. There's some rumors about him being attached to the Bears job now. The thing with him isn't just bring him back. His contract is up, and so is his entire staff. So you're gonna have to pay him again. So that's gonna be interesting to see. CD Lamb will not be playing. They shut him down for the rest of the season because of the shoulder injury. Commanders' big comeback win in overtime against the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Football last week. They already clinched their division, but you know they're going to lock into that 5th seed, man. I think the Commanders going to win this one. I'm going with Jaden Daniels and those boys. Giants, Eagles. Eagles will be resting Saquon Barkley. He will not be going for that illustrious record that is held by Eric Dickerson. Didn't seem like he was too happy about that, but I definitely understand the reasoning if you are Nick Sirianni. The Giants had a big win over the Colts last week, which fucked them. So I wouldn't call them a big win. Fucked them in the draft. But I like how Kenny Pickett played last week. Now, he did get hurt, so I'm not 100% if he's playing. But either way, man, I think the Eagles will find a way to win this one over the Giants. Seahawks, Rams. This is a game that doesn't mean anything. The Seahawks have been eliminated, and the Rams are locked into that 4th seed. They won the NFC West last week. Wouldn't surprise me if they rest starters. But I'm gonna have Seahawks win this one just because the Rams don't really neither team cares. But I'll go Seahawks this one. Dolphins, Jets. Now this is an important game for the Dolphins because they still have a chance to get in the playoffs. If they win this game and the Broncos lose their game against the Chiefs, they will be the 7th seed, and that'll be a good way for them to get in the way. That season started with the injury to Tua and how they started like 0-3 or something like that. The Jets does not sound like Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams are going to be on this team next year. Feels like they're going to do a full reset. They are dead in the water. I'm going Dolphins in this one, but the Dolphins win. Then we got the Broncos, the Chiefs will be in Denver. Now, this one is interesting to me. One, the Pro Bowl rosters came out yesterday. For the first time in his career, Patrick Mahomes was not voted as a Pro Bowl starter. And I just want to say, y'all fucked up. And I say this because he's a psycho. He's Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tom Brady level psycho. And if you don't believe me, go on Netflix right now. Go watch Quarterback. That boy is a psycho. And first of all, any nigga that eats steak with ketchup is a psycho to begin with. Puts ketchup on anything is a psycho to begin with outside of French fries. And I think that he's gonna come for everybody's heads because of that. I think that little petty little slight is not gonna be a good thing for the AFC in these playoffs. But Carson Wentz will be starting. Patrick Mahomes and some starters will be resting. The Broncos should win this game. Broncos should. They're home. Bo Nick's been playing well. Defense has been phenomenal. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna pick the Broncos, but it would not shock me if Carson Wentz and Kansas City found a way to win this game. Would not shock me whatsoever. If it was in Arrowhead, I might actually pick the Chiefs, but I'm gonna go with the Broncos, which is bad news for the Dolphins because that means their win's not gonna win anything, and the Broncos will be the 7th and final seed in the AFC. Chargers, Raiders. This really has nothing to do with it. This only matters for the Chargers if Pittsburgh loses on Saturday. If Pittsburgh loses on Saturday, they have a chance to move up to the 5th seed. But I don't think they want to play the Ravens in the first round either. So I don't really know. I'm going to say skip. Who cares? That's what we're going to say. Who cares who wins this game? But at home, I don't know, man. I'll say Chargers. Niners, Cardinals. This game doesn't matter for any of these teams, but I will put 49ers in there. And here, the game we've all been waiting for, live from downtown Detroit in Motown. Lions, Vikings, Sunday Night Football. Chris Collinsworth, Italian legend. My true. I always have my thing about nigga, you are black. I'm talking about you're Italian, nigga. Okay, nigga. When you get pulled over by the police, we'll see how Italian you are then. You're gonna be a moolie when they pull you over that time. But Lions, Vikings for not only the NFC North crown, but the number 1 overall seed. This is the game that has had the most win totals in NFL history to decide a division in the seed. This is a big thing. You're either going to be first round bye and the road goes through downtown Detroit or downtown Minneapolis, 2 of my favorite stadiums in football, Ford Field and US Bank Stadium, or you on the road, my nigga, and you on the road as a 5th seed and you done won 14 games. That's not good here, man. I do not like how the Lions. Almost I do not like, but I like how they've been playing despite the injuries. They are beat up. They are beat up. They got like 16 guys on IR. That defense is not the same because of all those injuries. But you got a master play call like Ben Johnson. Um, and the defense can still get stops when they need it. But Minnesota's just been playing so well. Minnesota beat Detroit early in the season. Sam Darnold is going to get $60 million this year. And I think the Vikings will be absolute idiots if they don't bring him back. I understand you drafted J.J. McCarthy. That nigga going to have to wait. I'm sorry. You're going to have to wait a little bit and roll with Sam Darnold. People forget Sam Darnold's only 25. This is gonna be a tough one. First of all, I hope Bane shows up and just eliminates the whole thing. This is my division, but oh man, how am I gonna go with this one? Detroit. This is a tough one, people. This is a real tough one. I want to give Detroit the benefit of the doubt, but it's very hard to sweep your division rival, especially when your division rival is so good. I'm gonna go Detroit. I think Detroit wins by a field goal. I think this is gonna be a classic game. Would not shock me if the Vikings win that good, but I think Detroit, they're going to hold it down. They've been great all season, and I think that they will get the first round bye, and the road through the Super Bowl is going to go through downtown Detroit, man. So that's what I got, man. So that is our final, regular season picks, man. Shout out to everybody who watched the pick videos. Those got a lot of impressions. Shout out to everybody who been watching the videos I've been dropping over the break. We appreciate all your support. So me and the gang will be back on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. That is 4 p.m. Central and 2 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be back. We got a lot of stuff to break down, man. Time might be altered depending on what time the Bears year-end press conferences. I don't know if they're having it Monday or Tuesday. I'll have to be in the building for that, so I will keep you posted. I have not been tweeting. I took a Twitter hiatus for the last week. It has been unbelievable, but I will be downloading that piece of shit app once again on Sunday, and then pay attention to my socials for if the time does change, depending on what the Bears end of season press conference is, man. So I'm your boy Scott. Enjoy this weekend, man. We got the wild card play, a super wild card weekend next week. We've got the semifinals of college football going on, playoffs next week. We've got Notre Dame taking on Penn State, and you got Texas taking on Ohio State. So we're going to definitely preview and talk about that next week as well, man. So I am your boy Scott. You can follow me at BarChestScott on all social media platforms, man. I'll holler at y'all on Monday. Enjoy y'all weekend.